Well, good morning, good morning, good morning, good morning, good morning. This is B, and welcome to B Average Gaming. This morning, B in space. Yes, that's right. Elder Scrolls Online is doing server maintenance at 6 o'clock in the morning when most people aren't on for North America. So I have gone back to No Man's Sky for this morning. Happy to do so too. I love this game. We have got, ooh, look at the big ship that just took off of our freighter. We had just gotten a freighter the last time. We are going to go out and we've got to get some stuff to create a command room, a fleet command room for our frigate. And if I remember correctly, we have a mining frigate, so we have our very first assignment for our frigates is going to have to be mining related. Not necessarily a bad thing, but they're not going to be successful if I send them off doing anything else, which is fine. It's fine. I'm cool with that. Just means I'm going to have to save up the ducats to get myself some more frigates. Alright. So, yes, right now what you're watching me do is just blow up some asteroids, because yeah, well, who doesn't like blowing up rocks? At 6 o'clock in the morning. Yeah. Unknown planet. Yeah, we just arrived at the system, too. I mean, I believe when we last left off, I had literally just arrived in the system and had just acquired the frigate. Oh, I'm sorry, the freighter. Went to the anomaly, got to meet up with a bunch of space aliens before I can get my next level of something. From the anomaly folk. From the Geck. The Geck. The Geck. Alright. Let's check my inventory really fast. See what I'm looking like here. Got 64 gold. Got 90 silver. Let's just do some... Let's just be safe. Freighter's over here, so let's just blow up some stuff. This is not too bad, not too fast. You don't burn out. You don't overheat really fast when you're using the photons. I like using the phase beams. For some strange reason, I just feel like they go much faster. Alright. Now, see, this is a freighter that just arrived in our system. And sure enough, it's got a frigate. It's got two frigates. Two recruitable frigates. The problem is I don't have the ducats to get these frigates. Nor... Well, not that I wouldn't want to get them. Yeah, if I had the ducats, I would definitely get them right off the bat, but... So what we're going to do today on No Man's Sky and Be in Space is we are going to try to improve our economy. The other thing you want to do, too, is you want to make sure that you are moving into systems that have good economies. They pay more. They pay more for your stuff. Bad economies don't do so well. What planet is this? What do we got here? New Gliese. Dead planet. Abandoned building detected. Sweetness. Alright. Where's my ship? Where's my freighter? Oh, there's looks like a lovely planet over there. It's probably a poisonous planet. I think I looked at it last time. What I love about this game, and I loved about Star Trek Online, it's so 3D. I mean, what I mean by that is you literally have to think like Ender's Game. You have to think constantly moving down. Otherwise, you're going to get so discombobulated. You know, you think you're taking off. You can't think of your constant... you have nothing in relation to in space except for other objects. And if you get yourself all turned upside down when you're blowing up meteors like I did, then, yeah... or asteroids like I did, then you got to turn around and find that you are on the underbelly or upside down from your freighter. Okay, I think I have what it takes to make a command room, a fleet command room. And I like making my fleet command rooms right off the front here. I know that's not what you normally call it, but you know, whatever. Okay. Yes. I need 6 more. Son of a. It's alright. Should have checked. Should have checked before I went out, but okay, we're out of there. Heading on down, heading on down, heading on down, heading on down. Alright, here we go. So, interesting things that I am learning while studying to be a teacher. Right now, one of the first things you take while you're learning to be a teacher is the history, well, sorry, learning to be an American teacher, is the history and philosophy of American teaching. And so, you know, the formation of our country, the colonies beforehand, all that other fun stuff. And what was the philosophy and teaching methods of that time. And right now, you know, it's still early in the semester, so we are learning about Noah Webster, Mr. Rush, Mr. Jefferson, all these. It's really interesting. Our forefathers really firmly believed that we had a centralized, formal education system. Yes, Jefferson, who firmly believed in, you know, in the individual rights, was also a firm believer of a centralized education system. And they created a paradox by it. They had some great arguments for it, but at the same time, they created a paradox by it by claiming that a centralized education system would make better Republicans. Not, and what I mean by Republicans, better citizens of the Republic. The argument made by Rush, which I thought was really interesting, was that why would you want to pay taxes for education? Well, you're actually investing, because if you're paying for taxes for education, you're paying for less taxes for security. That was his big argument, was education would eliminate crime by making people more intelligent and more productive members of society. Jefferson firmly believed that anybody has the ability to rise to the top. That was his big push, was that we should, he sort of have a top pyramid kind of mentality. Everybody should be able to teach, everybody should be able to learn initially, and that the cream would rise to the top, essentially, so that if I don't have it now, I don't deserve it. So it was sort of like an elimination process. You'd start off, you have your basic grade school, then you'd sort of advance on how, based on how intelligent you were. But his big deal was anybody could do it. Unfortunately, he did not meet. He wanted, believe it or not, he did want to include, when he said everybody, he did want to include everybody. Women, not so sure about, but he was not very. He was very open-minded in other regards, regardless of his proclivities in his personal life. Obviously, he actually proposed it to the state of Virginia, and Virginia went, nah, not gonna do it. And Noah Webster, of Webster's Dictionary, that's correct. He basically created the dictionary in an effort to create an Americanized language. That's right. So Rush and Webster were really, really big. Yeah, we can do it now. And we're going to just build it right here. Okay, so we have ourselves our little room. I'll finish this up later on my educational, what I've learned. This is going to be the most entertaining episode ever as I'm talking about the history of education in the United States while I'm playing a space game in which nothing really happens. Oh, great. Master profile indicates one support frigates available. That's correct. Profile indicates no frigate fuel blueprints available. Download? Yes, download. Inventory full. Oh, for the love of all things. Okay. All right. Not a problem. Not a problem. Take care of this. Let's look at the. Let's look at the. We have to go down. Let's go down. Usually that means the frigate inventory is full. Is that correct? I just want to get near my ship. I probably don't have to worry about that too much, but yes, that, no. Freighter, no, freighter's completely open. So let's do this. Let's move this. Let's move all the precious metals to the freighter. Let's do that. Okay, so going to quick transfer to the freighter. 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 Boom. All right, so we got ourselves, we have a B-class freighter. I'm so excited about that. We lucked out. Lucked out. Okay, so we have some of this. Ooh, we are full. I'm going to sell some of this stuff off. We don't need it right away. But we can transfer this to the starship. Starship? What do we got in the starship now? We got some magnetized ferrite. Let's move that to the starship. Microprocessor. Don't we have that in the starship too? We do have a microprocessor in the starship. Let's move that to the starship. Boom. All right, so we have 3 slots available. Greatness. Remove. Okay, so let's head back upstairs. All right, so, but Webster was really, really big on creating a national identity. And again, focus on creating great citizens of the new republic. The country was brand spanking new. We had just earned our independence, and these guys were trying to cement ways that we could create a national identity and lock down, or at least improve our chances of survival as a new country. So that's why he did this. And one of the biggest things he did was he created the dictionary, or a spell. He what's called the Blueback Book, which was a book that was about, which was a speller, basically taught you how, one of the first textbooks we had. Yes, give me the data. Thank you. And we also got some, no, that just teaches us to make the fuel. Dihydrogen tritium. Yes. All right. So, send a support frigate out on an expedition. Speak to navigator to view available routes. Routes. See? Example of Noah Webster right there. He was trying to, because we also had 13 colonies, we also had a bunch of different communities, different backgrounds, cultures, etc., coming into the country. Before the country was the country, he decided he wanted to create sort of a homogeny, so to speak, of definitions, of pronunciations, of spelling, etc. Some of it worked, some of it didn't, and I've got to write a little blurb on that. So that's why I'm talking about it this morning, because I have to think about that. Got to think about it. It's got to happen. All right, so Gra, interloper, Captain. There is fresh glory available for the fleet. I have charted new expedition routes. Prepare for triumph. I assume that's what they'd sound like. Hey, we do have an ore processing adventure. Let's do it. They're probably gonna get their butt kicked. Well, wait a minute. Before we do that, let's take a look. If you want to check out who's in your fleet, click Manage Fleet over here. Yes, they are industrial. 19. So they're going to do okay. They're not going to do great, but they're going to do okay. So let's send them on a mining adventure. Sign. Ship to the expedition. Hammer of the Mazanoku. I like that. It's a pretty cool name. Hammer of the Mazanoku. Okay, assigned. Return. Requires 50 tons. I've got it already, so launch the expedition. They're gone. They're out there. They'll be back in an hour. Back in an hour. Back in a jiff. Speak with the fleet commander. Make contact in the fleet room. Fleet command online. Calibrating to fleet command. A Jinkang of the CV Hammer of the Mazunoku. Speak with the commander. Bing.
Greetings, interloper captain. The expedition has covered 198 light years, and I estimate our plotted route will take a further 58 minutes, 35 seconds, 34 seconds, 36...
All the systems are nominal. Inspect the ships? Yeah, sure. Okay. Everything looks good. Nothing's looking bad right now. Now, as they as they do more missions and so forth, they'll pick up little traits about their ship, and they will improve or devolve based off those things. Right now, this tells you what kind of things they have on their ship. There's one thing. They've got one identifying thing about their ship. I did not take a look at it in the manage inventory, managed freighter screen, frigate screen. This area right here, all right here, is where we can build. And there's some glitchy bug things later down the line. What do I need to do? I talked to the guy. I talked to him already. What do I need to do? Fleet command online. Speak with the commander. I spoke with the commander. Inspect the ships. Okay. All right. The crew mood is jumpy. Not in the happy just joint is jumping way. All right. I don't know why it says they want me to talk. Okay, I'm getting out of this one. Okay, expedition. That's what it is. All right, so let's switch back over. Let's just do space anomaly for the time being. That reminds me that I got to speak to some bunch of aliens, so that's what we're going to do. A lot of diplomacy this time around, folks. Lots of diplomacy. Maybe I'll teach them about the American education system. That will really earn me points. So, but what I found really interesting, because they created sort of a paradox. They wanted strong central education that was taxed, but they were also big advocates for individual rights and freedom. And it seems like when it came to this one regard, because in their mind, in Russia's mind even, basically education was to serve as an indoctrination of a citizen. That was the weird thing about it, folks. Let's check this one out. Unknown planet, see to scan. What do we got going on here? Overgrown planet. Probably got a lot of sentinels on it. But let's find out, shall we? Start by taking off. Speeding up. Space bar this mother. Oh, we're almost out of fuel, but we got a lot of tritium. A lot of tritium. Whole lot of tritium. That's right. Gceiforn 4. Or Gceiforn. Gceiforn. Oh, we're gonna have to be flying. I'm just not interested in fighting right now. I'm a little tired. Not to mention if there's 5 ships, I just don't want to have to deal with you. Yeah, they found my heat capacitor. That's alright. I'm almost out of... There they come in. How many of them are there? 2. Come on, come on, come on, come on. I should be going much faster than this. I'm not near anything. Alright, fine. Just wait for them to... You can outrun these guys. They're like MMO mobs for the most part. The only ones that you can't outrun... Like, there they are. They're gone. The only ones you can't outrun are... basically the police. You can't outrun the police. Okay, we gotta We gotta do more. We gotta refuel here. Hang tight. Okay, refuel. Thank you. All right. You know what? Let's go to the daylight. Oh, come on. There we go. So I found that very, very interesting. Because in our country right now, there is a constant battle, a constant argument, and it's been going on for generations, since the time of the founding of our country. Constant argument about the value of education, of public education. Okay, the value of public education, and what we get as an investment from it by taxing ourselves. It's a big argument that goes on all the time. I personally, what I found was really interesting was I agreed with Rush in his arguments about the value of education, not about the indoctrination of better citizens of the Republic. They also firmly believe that schools should be religious. So they also firmly believe that they should be religious indoctrination schools. Okay, JCF Horn. I did not pay attention to the planet. There's probably terminal boot sequence. I can sell here, assuming I'm not going to get shot at. Let's go ahead and sell some of our inventories. Ionized cobalt, got to keep that. Salt, get rid of. Ammonia, get rid of. Selenium, get rid of. Now, some of you are probably like, why are you doing that? Because, quite frankly, right now, I'm not building anything big, so I am not going to worry about... Okay. Let's switch. Can I switch? I can't switch. Not here. All right. Looks like I'm okay. I was a little worried. Okay, I've also got, I should have that fleet arrived, capture reports, okay, potential activity. I should have, I thought I still had a mission to check out plants, but maybe I finished it off before I left that system. Oh well, all right, always be scanning, ABS. So yeah, I'm a firm believer in public education. I don't believe that everybody can afford to send their children to private schools. And quite frankly, if the government is going to offer money to people who can't afford to send their children to private schools, then you're already spending tax dollars to fund education, which is exactly what the argument against public education is for. So, now I'm sure there's a bigger, whole, more complex argument behind that. And I'm happy to have that discussion with anybody, but just talking about my personal beliefs. All right. So this is what I do. This is what I'm studying right now. While I'm studying that, I'm also teaching how to perform Shakespeare to college students and acting one to a bunch of non-theater majors. Essentially, people who are taking it for what they think is the easy A. No, it's not an easy A. It's not. It's not an easy A. It's not. Not that I'm going to make them do, like, I'm not going to make them do papers and stuff like that, but I expect them to understand certain things about acting. And I want to give them an idea to know, give them an idea of what it's like to be a professional actor, so that they know that, these are the things that are expected of them, stuff like that. So and oddly enough, what's amazing too is that what do we got going on here? Oh, cargo drop. how I'm treating it, it's also part of the department. Really strict attendance code. You gotta be there. I mean, you start dropping after 2 missed classes, dropping your grades. All right. The great thing about being on a beautifully nice, comfy planet, which I actually might build my real base on, is that what? No, that's Parathium. Parathium? Parathium? Oh! Got a tree and unknown building off in the distance there, as well as an alien artifact. So let's go for the alien artifact. I need to improve that jetpack so badly. So badly. Astronaut needs jetpack badly. See? Ah! Knowledge stone. Falling. I was the textbook definition of the Viking word falling back there. This is for if you want to get a boost to your... Okay, let's take a quick look around again. Actually, let's take a look here. Starship now. Exosuit, yes. I have carbon. I've got carbon. I'm doing good on the carbon. Not too worried about the carbon. A little rearranging here. I've got dihydrogen. I'm doing good there. Dioxide, not too bad. I got navigational data for days. I got cobalt. I'm good on the cobalt. How am I on sodium? I need sodium. All right, so let's do a little sodium check. Sodium check. Sodium plants on aisle 2. Sodium plants on aisle 2. I should probably stock up on oxygen, and there was some oxygen right over here, wasn't there? Wow, the planet's lousy with sodium. I love it. How am I doing on scanning these things? Great. Doing great, doing great. Do it on the scan. Come on, run. Run. Run, 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 run away. All right. All right, here we go. Oh, I forgot to scan. Scan! Scan, you bugger! Scanning. 200 units! Oh, no, 512 units. I love it. I love it. All right, how am I doing on ferrite dust? Ferrite dust, 200. Pure ferrite, 250, 292. I need 50 more for... So let's go ahead. Paraffinium. That's what we're talking about there. So we're going to get some paraffinium. So if you are popping by the channel for the very first time and I haven't heard from you, please feel free to say hey. Don't be afraid to say hello. I'd love to hear from you, actually. But, you know, I haven't streamed in a really, really long time. When I did stream with G, we didn't really do... Oh, sodium. Didn't really do too much in terms of, like, you know, maintaining our Twitch channel in any way, shape, or form. It was kind of sad, really. Kind of amazing that we actually had people, you know, that we have as many followers on this old channel as we did. But I have been studying up. I am going to invest in some bottage. What do we got? We got a pod. We got a pod, ladies and gentlemen. We have a pod. We have a pod. We have a pod. Okay, first thing we're going to do is we are going to save and chart this little region. Return me Heath. Secondly, we don't need paraffinium right now. Okay, let's see what we can automatically get ourselves. We need sodium nitrate. I need ionized cobalt and antimatter. Okay, getting out. Let us drop Portable refiner, portable refiner. All right, let us put in the carbon. Let's do our cobalt. And yeah, I'm really not liking that so much. It used to be just automatic plop in if you clicked on it, but now it's I don't know what it is. I don't know what it is. All right, making 55 of those. While I'm doing that, I should probably have made a little bit more. Let's do that. Just because I'm just gonna bank some. Stop. We'll make 65. A whole 3-4 seconds more. Okay, so that's going on over there. While we're over here, what else we got going on? Anything? Besides these? Hello? Okay. So yes, I'm going to invest in some bottage. That way I can, should I be followed at any given point in time, I will actually know it. I got 2 followers the other day when, God love him, 8-Bit Gadget decided he was going to host my channel during one of my streams, and 2 people automatically followed. God love you. And I completely missed it because I don't have the bot. I'd like to have that so that I can at least say thank you when the time deserves it. All right. The ionized cobalt should be done. Now, once you get the ionized cobalt, what you want to do? All right. Put it in the drop pod like so. There. Okay, sodium nitrate. We need sodium. Now the planet is lousy with it. Or was lousy with it. Come on, fly. Fly. There we go. Run. Run, you. I sincerely hope I'm not coming down with a cold. We got the remnants of the latest tropical storm. It was a tropical storm. I was talking to my mother who lives in Pensacola. She's like, yeah, we got rained on. It's pretty hardcore. This is a woman who lived through Hurricane Ivan, where basically wiped Pensacola off the map. Okay, uh-oh. There I am. Somewhere over here. Right? It's somewhere over here. Please tell me that's where, because I did not move my ship. I'm going to assume it's somewhere over here. Dear God. Dear God. If I have lost this thing already, I want to go nuts.